Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, and then today we are going to be continuing on from where we left off, making the blenders in our modular fused frames, which are now being produced in there. If you didn't watch episode 10, go check that out. That pretty much wraps up that whole episode there. Moving forward though, if you notice, we are now on a Satisfactory Update 8. I had taken a break because I knew that this update was coming out, and man, am I happy that it is finally out. This game looks that much more spectacular. I mean, this game was already pretty damn spectacular, but I mean, just look at this. It's amazing. The foliage looks a little weird. I've got my graphics on high right now. I'm getting about 100 FPS just looking around right now. You guys can't see it on the screen there, but in the top right corner, my overlay is currently showing 97 to 105. So doing pretty good there. But let's move on. Episode 11 today, we are going to focus on. I was going to focus on this new part. This new T section of this rail here that you see is going to be, for this whole area here, is going to be the start of our nuclear production, and we need control rods. Off the top of my head, I can't remember why the hell I need control rods, but I need control rods for the next, I think for fused pasta is what it was, one of the parts going into that, so I need control rods, so that might as well happen with our nuclear production area. So if I remember correctly, control rods are an assembler, so let's place an assembler down and take a look here. But, oh, autosave, of course. So, yeah, electromagnetic control rods, right. So we need some starters and AI limiters. So in order to do the AI limiters, I still need to get some AI limiters producing down here. And AI limiters need quick wire and copper. I believe it might be easier to start building the facade of the new nuclear facility and manufacture those over there instead of in here, because I don't believe in our storage room we were actually storing AI limiters. I don't think that's a very common part that I need to load out in my inventory, so I didn't put them in there. I could be wrong, so let's head down there and check it out really quick because we're right here. Nice. Oh, I did put them in here. Well, either way, we will store them here, but let's produce them not here, because man, actually that's a really hard call, because stators are here and copper is here, quick wire is here, right over here, right? I brought that in last time. Did I bring that in? I believe it's just sitting up here. I believe I can fly. By the way, turbo fuel on the jetpack now. Amazing. So I'm pretty positive that this right here is quick wire. Oh, help if I click quick wire. Hey, there it is. So technically we could put the quick wire here. Why is that guy red over there? What's going on? You got no power, buddy? You a little lonely over here? You what's going on? What's your oh, you weren't set to motors? Really? I feel like that's a bug from the old one. Anyways, whatever. I digress. So, yeah, lots to do. Now, while magnetic control rods are definitely a goal, I did notice while I was in here kind of looking around at Update 8, I had some issues producing modular frames. Yep. Reinforced iron plates are pretty much non-existent, and the reason for that is because we have an issue with our standard production right now. Our standard production is not popping out enough standard level 1 plates. It is now that I'm fixing it, so now apparently I've got an issue with reinforced plates, which, let's go take a look and find where the hell the reinforced plates are, which are right here. So this is reinforced plates, and the iron plates aren't getting here. They're not getting here because I stopped the flow. That is why. Yes, but I stopped the flow for a very important reason. I did all this last night, while I was looking around trying to figure out what's going on. So now that will start producing while we're working on some stuff. However, I'm about to literally demolish all of this, and let me explain why. This looks great, very busy, very factory-like. However, it's very inefficient. I originally built this blueprint design right here that allows me to build constructors. We've got 6 total blueprints that I designed here. This is a great little starter blueprint design, but the real problem is that you only have something like iron plates coming out. You only have 20 iron plates per constructor, so that's 180. Actually, is my math wrong? I feel like 6 times 20. 120, sorry, it was wrong. So that didn't sound right to me. So that's not a lot. So I was looking at Kibit's blueprint, right? And he's got a blueprint in here that is basic constructors, and it's 8. It's a standard bus system, but it takes 4x4 squares, as you can see here. By the way, update 8 and being able to place and hold, if you guys were not aware of this, is absolutely amazing. So that's 4. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, and I've already been down in my blueprint designer, and I came up with this guy right here. We've got a single input that comes in, and then it's feeding into Mach 5 belts, and then I'm controlling the inputs with Mach 2 belts. So realistically, this should split just fine with overflow, and we get 12 constructors per 3 squares here. So we've got 3 squares here. Give me just a second, I'm recording. That is Wolf. So anyways, we've got 3 squares here, which is great. This blueprint is amazing. Now, it does sit back into my original design, but don't worry, we've taken a look at that too. And we're gonna fix that by doing this, and then I think what I'll do is we'll just bring this wall down. But we gotta do something with this facade outside because it's looking very just blah. So we gotta break something up, but I think I have an idea for that. For now, I just wanted to make sure that this blueprint was gonna work. But what I'm thinking is that this whole row, I can literally just wipe it all out, and it's going to be a lot of work, and then I'll have to reconnect everything, but we'll be using this design, which will allow them to be pushed up against the wall. I should be able to get almost 3 times the amount of constructors in here for all of our basic parts. I really need to figure out what I've got going on here. I know we've got copper wire, we've got rolled copper, we've got wire itself, we've got steel going on over here, we've got a shitload of screws. As you can see, we need 4 full 960 line, or 980, is it 980? It's 980. 980 for Mach 5s, right? Right. Oh, 780, jeez, what am I saying? Fucking AMD. So, anyways, we got a lot of work to do here, but I believe we can get so many more constructors in this area just simply by looking at it. I mean, you see, you get a whole nother row of constructors. So just imagine, boom, constructors all the way against this rear wall, and then boom, constructors all the way against this wall. We've got 2 squares open in the center where we can do all of our fancy belting, bring it down, make it look fancy. Now, to be honest, I haven't calculated every single part just yet to make sure that these belt feed lines are going to be enough, but if they're not, let's just split them. We'll make it work. Maybe I got to rearrange the outputs on these a little bit. Maybe I got to make another output line or feed into another one. We'll figure it out. As many 780 lines as we need to feed this thirsty 12 constructors should be great, because now when you go 20 times 12, what do we got? We got 20 times 12, you got 240. So 240, really? It's only 240? It is only 240, and then what did I times that? I times that by 2. So at that point, why do I feel like I'm gonna do 12 times 20? Yeah, 240 times 2. 480. Why was I thinking there was higher numbers before? But basically, if you got 2 of these side by side and they're all spitting out plates, now I've got 480 plates per minute, whereas right now I'm only doing 180. I got the 180 because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we got 9 times 20, 180. Right, that's what I was thinking of, the 180. That's where that came from earlier. So we've only got 180 coming in here, which seems like it overflowed and is now fixed that problem for now. So technically I could leave it alone probably, because I think everything else is running okay, but I might as well do the redesign now. So it's kind of taking away my attention from continuing a new build or in a new area, but at the same point in time, I think it's beneficial in the long run. Jumping ahead a little bit again, we're going to switch over to the Turbo backpack. We're going to come over here, but what I'm planning on doing, because I think it's just going to look bitchin', I want to drone the shit out of this world. Don't know how it's going to be with lag, but we're going to find out. But the facade of the base is coming along great. We just need to break up this heavy section here. and see, you know, what we can do to make this look a little more aesthetically pleasing. I actually have an idea for these little cap corners right here. We'll get to that a little later as well. So we've got shitloads of work. You know, that's the great part about this game. Just keep on building and designing and, you know, making everything as efficient as possible. But I'm loving the way that my drone ports are going to look. Imagine multiple drone ports straight across right here, and we can go all the way around if needed. Now, they could be inbound, they could be outbound. It'll depend on what we're doing and why we need it. The great thing about it is that I left enough room in the manufacturer blending area that even with this whole floor with large manufacturers as we need them as well, we have plenty of room to run the belts up here and put them through these holes and do things like this. So we've got a very industrial looking Star Wars landing pad going on here that just, you know, eventually when we get this thing all going, parts coming in and out of the base, this will be awesome. And that was part of what I was thinking with this port is, you know, the copper sheets. I was thinking about flying the copper sheets into the new facility over there and then flying the copper or the quick wire into there, which would allow us to create I forgot what we were going to create with that. Guys, what were we going to create? Please hold. Ah, yes, AI limiters, of course. That's what it was. We were going to create AI limiters over there, but we also determined that technically we can still do it here because we already have the quick wire and there's an autosave. We got the quick wire over there and everything else that we would need. So, anyways, long-winded explanation. That's where we're at. Let's see what kind of work we get done. I'm just going to boop shit as I go. I'm gonna use Kibit's term. Yep, I said it. Boop. Stealing it, Kibs. You didn't TM it. Haha. So, no, I'm just kidding. I actually just said it out of habit of watching you all the time on Fridays. So, but no, seriously, boop is the best thing for, yeah, this is what we have, and this is what it's about to become. So, let's get to work on this area, and hope I don't lose my goddamn mind. And boop. Yep, okay, cool. Here we are. We have completed the factory, and everything has turned out very, very nice. As you can see here, everything is functioning. Got our screw output over here, 3100 per minute. Got our steel plates going. We've doubled the production. We have used the new rod recipe. We've got everything going back in and piped back to where it needs to be back here. So yeah, we're looking good. Everything turned out well. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Everything is flowing. Yep. Looks good. I like it. So now we can go on to the next project, but I think because of my long explanation for this episode, we are going to end it here. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Until next time, we will start the facade on the new facility.